Most successful billionaires like your Elon Musk, Richard Branson, even your Bill Gates, guys, those people took a risk in order to start their business. So don't worry, you are not going crazy. You are that type of a person who prefer to do something different. When people are going that way, you will go that way. Welcome to my channel. My name is LindyShirries. In this channel, we make money online. We also do crypto and Forex. And I always say it doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, what you do, you too can make money online. So in today's video, it is a sit down where we are going to talk to my kind of people, those who want to take a risk. Now, there are things that you need to consider before taking a risk, because guys, it is hard in the street of YouTube, in the street of making money online. It can be hard if you didn't prepare well. It's been over a year since I've resigned, and I must say I am happy I made that decision. I am going to be honest and tell you the risk, the things that failed, and also the success part of me making money online. So the first thing that you need to consider before leaving your job or even going full-time when it comes to online marketing or even YouTube, guys, you do need to have backup. So my backup is my husband. So before resigning, I cannot just resign if I was a single person with kids and all these bills that are waiting for me to pay. I couldn't take that risk. So guys, you do need to consider that you do have kids, you do have school fees, you do have bond, you do have cars, unless if you are a young person, who doesn't have any responsibility, you are staying at home. Those are the type of people who should be taking risks more now, especially while they are still staying at home, because once you leave your home, such risk, it is not easy to take. So guys, do consider that you do have enough money, you do have a backup. If you do not have a backup, you are a single person, do save enough money. And I can say 6 months, it is not enough. Maybe a year, guys. You do need to know how you're going to cover your bills for at least a year, guys. And when you start, make sure you start while you are still working. Jumping on to my second point, you cannot just resign and then start the business. Start while you are working. Try to do the groundwork of what you want to do. Let's say, for example, you want to have an online store that sells clothes. You can start while you are working. I mean, you do not need to develop the website on your own. You can just use the money that you are getting from work and buy a domain and get someone to actually develop that site. Source the products. What type of products are you going to sell? And make sure that you understand your business. Make sure that it starts working while you are still working. That way you will see the reality of how much profit you're going to make, how much money you're going to make, how much time it is needed for you to continue with that business. Start making profit while you are working, because once you stop working, sometimes things might go left and you won't make that profit. But if you understand before, that will not shock you. The next thing that you need to consider before quitting your job is to know that it is hard, guys. It is hard because you are used to the comfort of getting your salary, to the comfort of getting all the benefits that you are getting at work. And when you're about to resign, most of the time you tend not to think and calculate, okay, how am I going to pay my medical aid? How am I going to pay for petrol? How am I going to pay for food? So all these things, we never really go deeper into considering what exactly you are going to pay. Because now remember, when you are working, your medical aid, maybe the company pays 50% and you are only paying 50%. But after resigning, guys, there is no one who's helping you to pay this medical aid. So you do need to have a backup plan. Like I said, for me, my husband is my backup plan. So we are using his medical aid. Something else that you also need to think about is self-discipline. No one is going to tell you to wake up. No one is going to tell you to manage your time well. You have to be disciplined. You have to really want your business to operate or to work. Otherwise, no one is going to push you. So that time that you spend sleeping, saying, like I sometimes find myself sleeping and say, I do not need to wake up early because I do not work anymore. I used to wake up early and get stuck in traffic, but because I am no longer doing that, I can just sleep. But that sleep, guys, will cost you, because time is money now. Your time is more valuable than before. At work, you could take long breaks. At work, you could talk to your friends. In your business, there's no one you are robbing, but you are robbing yourself. So you do need to have self-discipline and make sure that the groundwork is already set. You already know how your business is going to operate. Another thing that you need to know is that the world of not working for your employer employer, it is uncertain, guys. You will never know what's going to happen. For example, COVID came and people were running their businesses, and all of a sudden, if it is a restaurant, obviously people will not go there. And you do need to consider that anything can happen anytime. We are not in control of running this world, so just prepare yourself that if this happened, what is my backup plan? If my shop closed, what is my backup plan? And I always say to people that rather do something that doesn't affect you in any way. When something like COVID hit, you still need to be able to operate. So while checking for the business ideas that you want to start, make sure that it is something that doesn't need you to stock, or maybe if your stock will rot now because you do not have electricity. Currently in South Africa, we have something called load shedding, where sometimes the electricity is not there. So guys, do make sure that you plan your business well, because the world, it is so uncertain. Anything can happen anytime. Guys, I used to think that I will only work 2 to 3 hours a day and that's it. And yes, sometimes it does happen. So there is no work-life balance when it comes to you working for yourself. You can work constantly all the time, weekends, in the evening, for as long as your business is not yet established and you cannot hire someone to do the work. You can work all the time. You're constantly thinking of ideas that you want to implement. For example, when it comes to YouTube, I constantly have to research, I constantly have to plan my script, I constantly have to prepare for each and every video that I need to make. And when it comes to crypto also, some other technical terms I do not know, I need to learn. But I must say, it is a nice learning experience. I've been learning way too much compared to what I was learning when I was at work. As an ex-developer, I used to code all the time. So now I have the time to allocate, and I can learn that coding and learn even more coding languages because I have the time and I can control my time. I know I've been saying all these negative things, but is it worth it to quit your job? Guys, I can 100% say that there's nothing in this world that will make me go back to my employer, because it is so worth it to control your time, to do what you want at your right time, to know that the effort that I am putting in my business, it is going to benefit me. And also not to rely on someone, which was one of the things that I didn't like with my employer, or maybe not my employer, my boss, is the fact that I have to constantly please this person, and at the end of the day, when he decide what rating to give me, it is all going to depend on him. And I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that my career is held by someone, and you can work hard trying to impress this person, and then at the end of the day, by the time you are ready to reap the rewards, and then they fire him, or he resigns, or he moved to another position, then you have to start again with someone else. So guys, the time that I have now, the fact that I can spend with my family, the fact that I can go and serve in ministry, for those who are Christians will know that there are so many things that we want to do in ministry, but because we're constantly working, we cannot do. So it is worth it, guys. Another advantage, which is the biggest one, there is no limit to the money that I can make. With my employer, they can put this amount and then maybe increase my salary with 5%, 3%, sometimes don't even increase my salary. When it comes to my business, I have the option of deciding how much money I want to make, and I can put the same effort on what I want to make, and there is no one who's going to limit me. The only limit can be me or the circumstances around. So guys, I can say it is worth it to work for yourself, and you get to decide when to take the holiday, and you also get to decide if you don't feel like working, because some days I wake up and say, you know what, today I just want to clean my house, I do not want to work. I can decide, but obviously that comes with discipline, knowing that I will catch up when I record in future. So guys, it is worth it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did find value. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share this video with someone who might need it. Thank you so much for watching.